All right, gentlemen, and any ladies that might be in attendance. Oh, y'all be watching. Check it out. Let me plug the joint. The most valuable thing a man can give a woman is non-negotiable. The most valuable thing a man can give a woman is non-negotiable. Let me say that shit again. I need people to understand, especially you dudes. This is really for y'all. The most valuable thing you can give a woman is non-negotiable. Tick, tick, tick. I know y'all saw the thumbnail. It ain't hard to tell what direction I'm gonna take this joint in. Tick, 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 tick. Time is of the essence. So, many moons ago, right? On two separate occasions, right? The first time I was 22, 23 years old. Second time I was about 28, 29, right? On two separate occasions, two older women pulled me to the side and they asked me this question that I'm going to repeat to you guys. Excuse me. They asked me this question that I'm about to repeat to you guys. Cranberry juice. Yo, man, let me tell y'all something. I've been buying those big things of cranberry juice. I think I must have bought about 8 of them motherfuckers in the past week and a half. I've been going through cranberry juice. But anyway, it's good for your urinary tract. Now, again, let me plug the joint. The most valuable thing a man can give a woman is non-negotiable. Now, the first time an older woman pulled me to the side, she asked me this question. She said, Carrie, do you know what the most important thing, it didn't say valuable, she said important. Do you know what the most important thing a man can give a woman is? And at the time, I didn't know the answer to that. And she was like, the most important thing a man can give a woman is his time. Right? Now, at the time, again, I'm about 22, 23-ish, right around there. You know, I didn't really think too much of it. You know, I was young. I was out there getting it, having fun, clubbing, partying, kicking, doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with a bunch of young women and all that. So I didn't really, at the time, it didn't really register. As the years went by, right? Now I'm about 28, 29, right? So now the first time, I believe the woman was in her 40s. Now this time, again, I'm 28, 29 years old. The woman is in her 50s. She pulls me to the side, asked me a similar question. Carrie, do you want to know what is the most important thing a man can give a woman? Now I knew the answer. I was armed with the answer. And I replied, yes, his time. And she was like, never forget that. And she was talking about money and dates and all of this shit, right? And she was like, all of that is fine. So like those things are a bonus. But she said, Carrie, never forget the most important thing you can ever give a woman, especially a woman that cares about you, is your time. Tick, 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 tick. The most valuable thing a man can give a woman is non-negotiable. Why am I telling these two stories, right? Y'all know, hold on, give me a second real quick. Just a moment, I gotta do something. All right, cool. So y'all know we filled a lot of different calls, whether it's the Real Game No Theory podcast or the Manhood is a Skill Set show, right? www.manhoodisaskillset.com, right? And what we've recognized and realized is that there's a common theme with a lot of these guys that have issues with women. They spend an exorbitant amount of time bullshitting. They waste a lot of time. Not only that, but they allow their time to be wasted by women that don't respect their time. So why would you do that? Why would you give your time to a woman who doesn't respect your time? And then guys get frustrated, they get agitated at the woman. No, it's you. If you knew what I knew, the most valuable thing a man can give a woman is non-negotiable. A man's time is non-negotiable. You do not negotiate your time with women who don't value it. You do not negotiate your time with women who don't value you. Now, you could toss the word respect. I think the word value and respect can be interchangeable, you know. Why is this important? Why is this important? You know, I hear guys say shit like, you know, I offered a date to a woman and she said, maybe. We'll see. I'll think about it. I'll get back to you. Whenever a woman tells you any one of those things, your immediate response should be, hey, don't even worry about it. It's cool. Hey, look, you go ahead and do your thing, I'll do mine. What she is showing you is she wants you to negotiate your time. The most valuable thing a man can give a woman is non-negotiable. Why would I negotiate the most precious commodity I possess? Why would I negotiate the most valuable? In fact, my time is so valuable, it's invaluable. Why would I negotiate my most prized commodity? Y'all understand that? There is nothing more valuable you possess that you can ever give a woman. Not your dick, not your money, not your love, your time. Time is one thing you can never acquire. Allow me to elaborate. You can buy more watches, hats, sunglasses, shirts, microphones, computers. You can get a bigger, better, more expensive car, a bigger, better, more expensive house. You can acquire all these things. You can get more money, but you can't get more time. We all have an expiration date, and none of us know when that is. I can go to sleep right after I get done with this joint and never wake up. Y'all will never hear from me ever again. That's it. My expiration date has been stamped, right? So until I'm 6 feet in the ground, why would I negotiate something that I have a limited amount of? Time. Why would I do that, right? But here's the thing, gentlemen. Nobody can respect you if you don't respect yourself first. Nobody can value you if you don't value yourself first. Nobody can respect and value your time unless you respect and value your time. You never waste your time on women who will waste your time. Let me say that shit again. Never waste your time on women who will waste your time. When I tell you guys, only deal with women on your terms. Strictly deal with women on your terms. Never allow a woman to come into your life and try to insert or interject her agenda. Or she wants you to make accommodations and concessions so she'll fit into your life. No! My time is non-negotiable. The most valuable thing a man can give a woman is non-negotiable. When you very first meet women, tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 motherfucking tick. You're on the clock. She's on the clock, and you're on the clock. So when you have these conversations with women, get to the motherfucking point of what you're trying to do. So that way the woman can reveal to you whether or not she's down to partake in whatever it is you're interested in. Why waste time bullshitting? You guys that be taking women out on 2, 3, 4 dates, and you never really get to the point of just what it is you truly, really want, time wasters. You dudes that be talking to women for 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes at these spots you guys visit. You spend all that time talking, and then at the end of that, you go for her number. You try to get her number, and she tell you she got a boyfriend. Or she tell you, oh, I don't give my number out to men I just met. But you've been talking to her for 20, 30 minutes. Oh, you can have my IG, though. Time wasters. And let me tell you something about time wasters. Women will waste your motherfucking time if you let them. Let me tell you a story. And I told this story a handful of times already. But I want to illustrate a point with this story I'm about to tell you guys. So some of you are familiar with it. But for those of you who are not, let me tell you this story. Years ago, right? I met this young lady. So she was new to the city of San Antonio, right? And, we were chit-chatting, and she was asking me about, the hot spots in the city, what's going on in the city, right? So I told her about this jazz spot that played, had live music, right? Bands and whatnot. And I told her it's a spot that I frequent. And she was like, cool. So she did this. She said, and I told her the days that it was popping. And she was like, so will you be there on any one of those days? And I was like, you never know. You might run into me. And she was like, well, I don't really know my way around. And I'm like, oh, you looking for a tour guide, right? So I'm talking to her, right? Playfully flirting with her. So I end up giving her the digits. I told her that I was going to be going on a particular evening. And she was very enthusiastic. She wanted to join her brother for that particular evening I was going on. So cool. So we set that up, right? So I get there a little early. I'm in the parking lot, getting out the whip. She hits me. She calls me. And she tells me, hey, I'm on the way there, but I can't stay. And her reason why she couldn't stay, she told me she started her period right now. Whether that's true or not is inconsequential. It's irrelevant. It don't really matter. But she says, I'm on my way, but I can't stay because of that reason, right? So she shows up. We're in the parking lot. She hop out the whip. We hugging and shit, embracing, right? And she's apologetic. She's very contrite, And then she tells me this. She says, I want to make it up to you. I'll call you in a few days and I'll let you know what I have in mind. I said, cool. So a few days, whatever it was, 3, 4 days, whatever it was, went past. And she hits me up. Well, actually, it probably was maybe 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days went past. She hit me up and she invited me to her house for dinner. She was going to cook her brother a home-cooked meal, right? That was the plan, right? Now, and of course, I did go over there and I ate some home cooking, and she ate something else. She ate her home cooking and she had dessert after. She ate some other shit. What I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm getting at, right? So what I'm saying is, again, she fed her brother some home cooking and it was delicious, right? Right. And, there were some other activities that went down shortly thereafter. I'm telling you that story for this reason. Here is a woman that said to herself, I respect this man's time. He took time out to meet me here, and I can't stay. I'm going to make it up to him. Gentlemen, the most valuable thing a man can give a woman is non-negotiable. You know, I hear guys all the time, they'll say, oh, you know, this chick, I set up a date and she flicked on me. Should I offer her another date? Why would you do that? A woman flaking on you is her not valuing your time. You offering another date is you negotiating your time with a woman who obviously doesn't respect it. Why would you do that to yourself? As Steve the Dean Williams says, why do you hate yourself? And I agree. A lot of guys, you don't love yourself. You don't respect yourself. You have no sense of self-value, no sense of self-worth, and you don't respect your own motherfucking time. Tick, tick, motherfucking tick. Gentlemen, the most valuable thing a man can give a woman is non-negotiable. You don't negotiate your time. If a woman wants to fuck with you, she's on your time. If you set up a little meetup, a date, whatever you want to call it, she better not be late. And if she's running late, she better have enough respect and enough courtesy to let you know she's running late. She better hit you up and let you know she's running late. We don't do no calls, no shows over here. Okay, we don't do where the chick is 5, 10, 15 minutes late and she never even texted me, called me, nothing. We don't do that. I told you guys a story of the chick where, you know, I had planned 2 dates. The first date, I'm not gonna tell the whole story, it's too long. The first date, I show up, well, it wasn't the first date, okay? We have been dealing with each other for a little while, okay? But when I say I had planned 2 dates, I'm talking about one of 2 that I had planned after we've been dealing with each other for a while. First time I show up at her door, I tell her, be ready by such and such time, I'm gonna scoop you. She ain't ready. And I basically let her know about herself. Hey, look, when I tell you to be ready by a certain time, be ready. And she's like, well, I'm just getting extra cute. Get extra cute by the time I told you to be ready. Okay? Simple as that. So the next time, probably about a week later, same situation. I tell her, be ready by such and such time. I show up to the door. Again, she ain't ready. I just left her. I walked away from her door. She's calling my name. I walked away, hopped in the whip. She's calling me, texting me. I don't respond to none of them shits, right? So basically, I went and I found something to get into that night. She calling me, texting me throughout the night. I didn't hit her back until literally the next day. And I called her and I basically said, do you get it now? Do you get it now? And basically what I was trying to tell her was, hey, look, I don't have to take you out on no more fucking dates. We don't have to do a date ever again. We can just have sex. I'll just fuck you. And that'll be that. No more dates. You won't get no more time beyond me just fucking you. She got the picture. The most valuable thing a man can give a woman is non-negotiable. Tick, tick, motherfucking tick. I'm out.